the most handsome person ever to exist on the planet.
Like,
I can see why they fixated on him and, like, we need to make this kid a star.
Because his face just needs to be on camera.
Like, 23-year-old Keanu Reeves, you're just like, dude, how'd they make you like that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm going to look that up later. I'm super interested. Yeah, I think he never really got better at acting.
He didn't.
Hollywood just got better at Keanu Reeves.
He was so hot, no one told him he was bad. They got lost in his eyes. All right, this is it. S2J Zain to get into top 8.
S2J of all S2J is here, so S2J beat S2J, I suppose, and also a whole handful of other players.
You just can't write this shit. You just can't. S2J beat Triff. He beat Juicebox, who upset Spark.
Spark, yeah, I saw that.
He beat 404 Cray, who upset Abe. I would argue is an upset because Falco can't beat Marth. So quite a long ride to get here. Zain himself.
And I guess Johnny, right? As well.
And he beat Johnny just now.
With the S*J match.
And now Johnny has to change his tag to Johnny. That's just the rules.
Zain got here losing to AMSA in winners. And, you know, the one thing that's tough for S2J is, like, man, if there's a Marth that's ready for the Puff matchup at all times, it's this guy.
Oh, yeah.
You're not really going to be hitting him, I don't think, with anything that he hasn't seen before, so...
He made his career off of... I would argue his career popped off when he beat this character.
Yeah.
This little bubblegum monster, and it was when HBox was piloting her. But now it's S2J.
It was Shine. It was that Shine. I mean, that was like the, you know, set or whatever.
Another thing about Zain AMSA that just happened, that was a 3-1.
Oh, wow.
Kind of bonkers.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I was kind of thinking, like, I looked at AMSA's bracket, and I was like, huh, if he gets past Aklo, this is like a pretty good AMSA bracket. For somebody who, you know, I mean, I'd say Zain's the favorite between the two of them, but... wow.
Dude, AMSA winning judges would be crazy, but let's not think about that now, Slime. What are you doing? We're looking at Zain S2J.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, this might be an enemy that S2J has yet to fight.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they played, right?
HBox has had a lot of at-bats with Zain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? S2J, this just might be a new caliber of Marth in tournament.
The thing about it too is over COVID, right? Like if you've I wouldn't be surprised if S2J has fought Don't Test Me like 4 times.
Dude, right?
Right? But probably not the Marth.
Maybe he's kind of just hoping, like, please pick Roy, please pick Roy.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, and that confirm is not that easy because you know, it's DI dependent, and that was a quick 31 damage with those forwarders.
And that's really what it takes at this level. Like, you even at the top level, oh my god, that shit's crazy. You have to sit there as Zain, and you have to grind that throw and that punish and random DI and react. You have to do it and do it and do it until you're ready to go and you're sharp, but you have to stay sharp.
Yeah.
And you see it as a viewer, and you're like, oh, how's he miss that one? And it's like, sometimes you miss, because it's hard.
With Zain, you know, if you can't hit, for example, the pivot tippers, this matchup against HBox is like a non-starter, so he is going to be ready to be like hitting those confirms and hitting that input too, because, you know, you have to get the empty pivot or whatever. And yeah, like for S2J, you're basically, you have to play under the assumption that, yeah, if he grabs me, like, I could just die.
Oh. Yeah, and on the Puff side, you know what? And I'll say it for the first and only time in my life.
Sure.
I wish Ludwig was here. Because he knows so much about this matchup.
This is kind of his matchup.
And he's so casually, he's like a jock that really likes Shakespeare. And you're like, oh, I didn't know you messed with Shakespeare like that. He's like, oh yeah, I love Macbeth.
Yeah.
But here, you can't do this DI because this will be a problem.
I learned that about, do you like Shane, is it Shane Gillis or Gillis? I don't know how to say his name.
Gillis?
The comedian. Yeah. Like, he's like a huge history buff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just like caught a clip of him like,
you're a human being.
I think it's dope when people have, you know, just some random kind of nerdy interest like that.
Yeah, and for Ludwig, it's defeating the Swordman with the ball. All right, bonks his head.
Oh, if you make it back, that would have been so sick. But that's
safe.
That's hard.
S2J does bring you to last stop, game 1.
Yeah, which is, dude, if S2J wins game 1, like, I think...
the world will pay attention for this moment.
I think the crowd is not going to know what to think.
Yes.
I think that there are going to be a lot of confused faces, like, when we go back to the audience shot.
The Ossify will be somewhere in the crowd with hearts on his boxers, just like, I don't know. Rest?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, with the up tilt! Could he have rested that?
I did not have the up tilt. I don't think so, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
We'll send the footage to Ludwig. We'll get an eyes on it.
He'll know. Whoa! What a pop up!
Yeah, this is so dangerous now for S2J. And like, you have to find a better just like that on the tech too.
Yeah, the tech on the platform got scary there for a second.
Oh my God.
Not
Egregious.
not the kill, not the juiciest of all hitboxes.
Back here's the tool. It's really all. Oh, this is bad for Zain.
He misses the shield drop. Is he going to die from missed shield drop? There's no. He rolled on the platform.
Oh, S2J,
Wow.
you've got to clean that up, and he gets floaty killered.
Oh.
As soon as Zain was on that platform, even before the shield drop, I was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
His little feet are out. He's at the perfect height for a short hop back air to hit, and it did. That's scary.
Marth is like, dude, Marth, for all of his, you know, how slippery he is and how hard he is to hit, when he's in his shield, he's really easy to shield poke. Like, that's something you really got to be cognizant of there.
You know what I would love to see in my old age, Toph?
You hit me.
I would love to see a double mogul, moist moguls top 8. How about
dude. Yeah, for sure.
Show me it, dealer.
Would that be that? Are they on the same side of bracket?
I don't know. No, they're not.
Man, imagine if
Maybe they are. I don't know.
Joshman was on
But
the
if
cusp
Joshman
too.
is like, damn, it's kind of a monopoly. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
If you land on one of their squares, it's bread. They're not on the same
Not
side.
on the
Thank
same
you,
side,
Tech.
which means they can make it even.
A grand finals?
Yeah.
Imagine. Sorry, I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming with you, chat.
Ooh, beautiful spacing right there.
Is S2J? Oh,
They are on the same side.
Production retracts their statement.
Oh, they get all flipped
No, I
around,
have a
says
question.
Spencer.
Is S2J from Colorado? Do I have that wrong?
S2J?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was.
Chat will correct me.
Yeah, I thought it was Texas, but because I seem to remember that both Palpa and S2J are both Texans, but granted, I learned of both those players like kind of in the COVID era where you know you
And
couldn't
it's
really
Texas.
tell. Texas,
Thank
okay.
you. I'm so sorry to Texas for mentioning the rectangular state, but Zane's running away with it.
Is it the only one? It is the only one, huh? The only perfectly where it's all four sides?
No, there's I think actually maybe
Oh, this
no,
is
maybe
going.
Wyoming. Okay, this is bad.
Wyoming sounds like a gerund. You know, it sounds like
You're a man after my heart with a sentence like that.
whoa, S2J, like, I love the wave dash forward from Jigglypuff. It's like, you know what, I got ground movement too. It's like kind of not that good, but it's kind of good.
This is honestly, so S2J I think joins the ranks of Faust, if I may, who are puffs
yeah.
that aren't H-box that are having insane breakouts.
Yeah, and this tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Faust had a really, really strong run. I forget what it was. That Big House?
I think it was Big House. Yeah,
Did
I think
Faust
it was.
beat J-Mook? Am I smoking crack?
I think you're right. Forner? That's insane.
Wow.
That is unluckiest Pound. Because the reason Zayn was out there was because Pound sent him exactly with S2J off in trade. So yeah, that just sucks for S2J. I thought he was gonna go off into the sunset. I thought he was like, F this game, dude. We're going game 3. Opposite
Okay,
sides
the Moist
for the Moist
Moguls are on
boys.
opposite sides. If Zayn gets through, and I'm not counting S2J out, even though it's looking like a Quattro on the menu, maybe a Trace. Maybe Trace. Mm-hmm. Trace stuck.
I mean, I think you're going to have to do it on, yeah, you're going to have to run into the next game because this one's looking like it's probably not happening. And this isn't the kind of matchup like Fox where you're going to hit, like, you know, some up throw rests. It's like not really.
It's a slog.
This one's more of a slog.
I look at this, maybe it's not my exposure to Marth Puff just hasn't been that much, but I look at Fox Puff and I'm like, I know what the Fox has got to do.
Right.
S2J's still alive, by the way. And then I look at Marth Puff and I'm like, what does Puff do here? It's back air.
I've like, you know, kind of casually played this match from the Puff. I don't like it as the Puff.
Right.
I don't know if you've played this, but it's like, okay, I mean, he's got a sword.
And I will say, Puff is fun to play as, but not against. And
yeah.
Melee has a lot of take-only ideas in it.
Right.
Like, kind of like doubles. It's fun to play. I don't think it's fun to watch, etc. But yeah.
Unless it's Fek I4.
Unless there's a storyline that Blur was like, this is a bigger storyline than singles if they win. And I'm like,
True.
Okay, Blur. Cook.
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah,
gamer.
low key.
All right. So, S2J down 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of rough, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. This is a. It's just tough to see the, I don't know, man, like the the FOD counter pick where it's kind of like, you
Sorry,
know,
go ahead.
to me it's kind of like the Meds going stadium thing where it's like, does this mean you don't trust your counter pick strategy? I don't know. I just feel like it's a tough look.
And you know what's funny too? You ask these players, like you say, what were you thinking when you counterpicked that? And then so many times you get either a paragraph of an answer of why, or you get, oh no, it's like that stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, it's
and
just
you're
vibes.
like, okay, I shouldn't have I shouldn't have overthought it.
Yeah, yeah.
S2J also peeled off a layer of clothes because it gets hot.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so that is a tradition dating back as old as Genesis 1. Taupe versus not me, but Taupe.
Taupe with a P.
With a PE versus
Raw P.
That's right, versus Silent Spectre.
Yep.
One of my favorite Genesis moments of all time. Where Silent Spectre took his jacket off and not wanting, to be outdone, Taupe with no outerwear took off his shirt.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, it was I
That's so funny.
It was just, and Taupe is 6'6" and very hairy. So I was like, that's over.
That's so cute.
Whoa!
What
the
heck?
battle of the charged neutral bees, and Marth wins. Zain wins that one.
That was the after elementary school showdown.
That actually, yes.
Check this out.
For sure.
Check this out.
You both charge your respect, but it happened off stage, so it's like the pro gamer.
It's got a swag.
Yeah, it's the swag version. This is the pro gamer version.
All right, S2J needs to get on the board here, but they're getting thrown around like a damn bag of Oreos.
Yeah, you can kind of see the one thing that's sort of tough. I kind of felt this the last game too. Is like HBox in these situations, I feel like he sticks to the game plan. S2J, they're kind of. I'm seeing some F smashes, some like please kill from them, and it's like I know you need to kill, but Zain also knows you really want to kill.
And it was an easy thing to predict, but like I said, like Zain is just a different caliber of Marth player. And if you're a Puff that doesn't have a lot of at-bats, like you need a couple Zain sets to kind of get cooking throughout time. Yeah. And even HBox to this day, he'll up till rest and it'll miss and be like, I guess just some of the streamer now. I don't know.
in that exact voice. In that exact voice. And it's funny because, in this matchup, like the way we talk about it, it was, it was kind of classically, you needed a couple at-bats against the Puff, and the Puff in question was HBox, but now it's Zain.
Yeah.
Zain's that dude. What a Marth, not a great spot dodge, and Zain using it perfectly, even though it's got that subpar frame data, kind of like Falcon's.
Yeah, you do feel good as Falcon or Marth when you hit a spot dodge and live for it.
And it's like the right thing.
Yeah, and you're like Pepe laughing. Like,
dude, I mean,
what am I doing?
Yeah, for real.
Get down there back here. If he doesn't go for it, that's pretty smart.
Yeah,
nice.
This is crazy percent for both of these characters right now.
What do we got?
Forward throw. Yeah, I almost feel like that was like a...
Escapes the floaty killer, but not the forwarder of the top.
What in the world? Forward throw, forward air, and it's like a tipper forward and you're just dead. That's tough.
Pretty rough. Rest off the table.
Yeah, rest off the table, and like, I don't know. I mean, Zain's been living to the deep 100s often, so...
A tech away too there. It's like the Puff just can't make it happen. But that's what you got to do. Straight back there. 2 stocks to 1 fresh.
Yep.
Not the craziest situation to win here.
For real.
For S2J.
You just got to stick to that game plan. But Zain does get that open up. Whoa, what a weird crouch.
Low crouch. Pancake action. Under the stove.
Ooh. Zain getting the damage off the shield drops right now.
No.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that like throw, double forward air, it feels so good. As the okay, Zain's face says, just another day at the office, but deep down I would like to think he's thinking, I'm so sick for that.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, I'm Lionel.
Dude, up smash feels really good to hit like that. I mean,
yeah.
And to end a set with it, that's that feels really good.
That was clean, but like it was just such a... S2J, insane run. Absolutely unreal. 9th place.
Ridiculous run.
And that's one of those sets where you're just like, I ran into Zain.
Yeah.
And guess what? It was hard.
It was, yeah, it turns out everything people have been saying, yeah, he is pretty good.
If anyone's curious, I experienced it for myself. So there.
Yeah, that is actually going to be our top 8, except for the last match tonight, which is going to be in the mainstream. We're going to actually go host them, kick all y'all over to the main